Okay, I just want to go over the pyramids again with you. The pyramids are actually a cube. They're not. They appear to be triangular shaped, but they're not. It's the viewpoint that you're looking at it. If you go out and stand in your road, if you look far enough down, it'll come to a point. It's the same thing there. There's an Egyptian riddle that goes back and it says what walks on 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, and 3 in the evening. The answer is a man. In the morning, in the morning of his life, he's a child. He crawls on 4 his hands and knees. When he becomes an adult, he walks on 2 legs, and in the evening, which is towards the end of his life, he walks on 2 legs and a cane. Well, the pyramids represent the 4 stages of not only a man, but of humanity, of civilizations. And this is an ongoing process, and this is, it's going to happen again real soon. So if we look at this, you'll see that there are 4 colors. Now imagine that you're looking down on the top of a pyramid. So it creates an X box. And the direction of the arrows creates a circle. So again, you have the circle and a square, and that's time and space. That's what Saturn is all about. So in Egyptian theology, the green represents the infant. It's the beginning of the civilization. As it turns, it goes to the next, which is the child, which is the apex of the civilization. It's yellow. Then it progresses to the degradation of where civilization starts to break down, which is blue. And then it moves on to red, where it's the end of the civilization because of, basically what we're going through now. But the interesting thing is after it turns red, then it goes green. You ever heard that phrase before? Because these guys are in the know. They know what this go green thing really means. It means returning it right back to the very beginning. For lack of a better word, the machine is getting ready to reboot. And these guys know by the affiliation that the Earth has with Saturn what the time frame is. Depressions and wars are not caused because of economic flux. It's done because they have the playbook on how to manipulate mankind by the different circumstances that are visible from Earth on the planet Saturn. It's always been that way, and it will always be that way until the chain is broken and the common man has the playbook. But we don't have it. They do. So they know when all this stuff's going to erupt and happen. So then when it finally calms down after this total annihilation, guess who's on top again? So this is what the pyramids represent. However, those things are more than that. They're affiliated with time and space, and that's what Saturn is. So remember, on Saturn there's a big cube. Okay, there's a big cube. It's a hexagon. It's the same thing. That planet up there is connected straight to this planet. Period. And as I told you, I do not believe that the internet is coming from here. There's too much weird stuff on here with the names and the browsers and all that stuff that goes directly back to Saturn. That's not even well hidden. There's a place by Saturn on the Kabbalistic tree of life which is called Dat, and that's where intelligence emanates out of the machine. Isn't that an interesting word? Out of the machine. Kind of makes you wonder. It emanates out of the machine. I'll go ahead and put that little clip in there so you can see it, but that's exactly what it says. The machine. So, so when you look at these same 4 colors, understand that these same 4 colors are the same 4 colors that your window logo is. You notice your window logo? It's the same color, the same formation. Because that's the time cube. It's Saturn. This planet is directly linked to that thing. And I think quite a bit more. Here we see the North Pole of Saturn again, where I drew you a 3-dimensional cube. Actually, there's another cube inside that cube, but I'm not going to concentrate on that right now. Anyway, there's a cube and a cube with a circle around it. That's what the pyramids in Egypt are representing, that cube. And those are in direct correlation with each other. As above, so below. That's exactly what that is, and that is exactly what's going on. But there's a much higher level to this. It isn't just symbolic. It means this has a lot to do with what's going on with the world as we see it from day to day. Here we have a Kabbalistic view of the tree of life. If you notice, once again, the hexagon becomes a cube. And within that cube, that is the astrological symbol for the planet Saturn. So once again, Saturn is the main focus here. The cube there, the cubes, which are the pyramids in Egypt, and the one on the North Pole of Saturn. Saturn, of course, being the utmost. That's why it is worshipped by the Jews. And by those that know how to work the occult. They know what Saturn is. They know what energy it possesses. Here you go again. Here's the Seal of Solomon. Take a look on the very inside of it. And what you have the four colors: red, yellow, blue, green. But let's watch as I did the overlay, and you'll see on the very center, once everything is removed, you'll see the cube, the exact same cube that's on the North Pole, and which represents your Windows logo, or is the Windows logo. It's just changed slightly. And here you can clearly see that it becomes a cube again. In a two-dimensional, it's a hexagon, but you can see clearly that it is a cube if you're looking at it from an angle or from the corner. Red, yellow, blue, and green, just like your Windows logo. Okay, just to kind of prove my work here, you remember this. I explained it to you. It's the civilization of mankind. And there's a show on TV on ESPN, which is a sports station, and their logo is exactly what I'm talking about. They even give you directional arrows so you can see. But notice the word horn, because it's called around the horn. Notice the word horn, the letter O is taken on the shape of Saturn, literally. Here we see that AOL is using the same format, except they've broken the cubes. Instead of being four, they've used many of them. but they're recreating the same thing. Notice the colors: red, yellow, blue, green. Here we see that Google follows suit. Google was bought up by Viacom. I'll make another video on that so you understand how Viacom has turned into all of this attached in a very deep way. But as you can see, it's the same thing across the board. They're all using the same colors because it all refers to the time cube, the pyramids, and Saturn. Now, this is interesting. This is one of my favorites. This was found in Tibet by some of Hitler's scientists while they were digging for artifacts to link the Aryan race to the purest race on the planet. You know the story, the whole superpower thing, and everybody else has got to die except them. But that's not what I want to focus on. But if you look, it's a disc, a round disc, and it has the swastika inside. The swastika is the time cube, and it's connected to Saturn. All of this stuff is always associated with Saturn. And you watch, once you connect the four corners with the line and you go down, you go across, and the line you go down, you will end up with you will end up with the Windows logo. Trust me. Watch. Okay, and then let's follow very closely. Watch as I fill it in. I painted it, you see. Now watch when I bring and I overlay the Windows logo. You'll see exactly where that symbol comes from.